The Needham Children's Center has been operating in the First Baptist Church on Highland Avenue for 40 years. Now, with the closure of the church, the full-day child care facility is looking for a new home. Recently, a local developer, Needham Enterprises, LLC, submitted a plan to the planning board to construct a new building along Central Avenue that would be leased to the Needham Children's Center. The board is hosting a public hearing on the proposal next Tuesday, August 17th. Municipal producer Yu Xiaowin takes a look at the project's scale and features, as well as the emerging concerns from the neighbors.
The plan is to demolish an existing residential structure and build an almost 10,000 square foot daycare center on this 3.5-acre lot near the intersection of Central Avenue and Charles River Street. On its right sits Temple Aliyah. The area is zoned for single-family units, but also allows some institutional uses by right, including a child care facility. The proposed one-story building can accommodate 115 children from toddlers to preschool and has 30 parking spaces. According to the architect Mark Gluson, the exterior of the building will resemble residential style to blend into the neighborhood. The neighbors have raised concerns over the traffic impact. According to a document on the town's website listing emails received by the planning board regarding this project, many residents are worried the capacity of the facility would exacerbate the traffic problem on an already congested road. A petition letter signed by over 400 residents doubted the accuracy of the traffic study provided by the proponent. The study performed in February 2021 estimated an increase of 80 trips generated by the proposed facility for each morning and evening peak hour, but the traffic condition on Central Avenue will continue to experience an A level of service. The petition stated Central Avenue is nowhere near an A level of service before the pandemic based on the neighboring residents' lived experiences, and the morning rush hour usually causes backups from the recycling and transfer station to Temple Aliyah and often from Newman School to Temple Aliyah. The letter also pointed to safety concerns, saying the placement of the driveway would affect the ability of neighbors to enter and leave their properties safely. At the planning board meeting on July 20th, the proponent responded to the concern about cars overflowing from the driveway onto Central Avenue. Attorney Evans Huber said, based on the historical data from the Needham Children's Center and the length of the driveway, it is unlikely the cars will queue up on Central Avenue. The historical data illustrate an enrollment of 95 children, which Huber said is what the center anticipates.
Even if they all arrive at the same time, you could have 10 vehicles stacked up there, not including any vehicles that are parked and not including any vehicles that are engaged in the act of dropping off their children. With 95 children, there will never be a time, never be a sort of a block of arrival time when there is more than 10 vehicles anticipated showing up at the site at any one particular time.
Huber also said if the traffic flow in and out of the facility turned out to be slower than the projection anticipates, the center can impose a distributed arrival schedule for parents to pick up and drop off their children.
That's a system that NCC has used during the pandemic. It's worked well. The parents are used to it. They actually like it for parents who want to minimize the amount of time that they spend arriving, dropping off, and leaving.
The residents also asked to increase the initial 40 feet from setback to match adjacent properties. According to the petition letter, to the north of the project, Temple Aliyah is set back 200 feet. The south side abutter has a setback of 70 feet. Homes in that area have setbacks of at least 90 feet. Thus, many residents advocated for a front setback of at least 65 feet. After a few revisions, the proponent adjusted the setback to 64 feet at the closest point of the building to Central Avenue. The planning board will host a public hearing regarding this project on Zoom at 7:15 p.m. Tuesday, August 17th. The meeting will be carried live on our municipal channel. For the Needham Channel News, I'm Yu Xiaoyuan.